You already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes and super violate that like button. So, after seeing this video...
Okay, my house is flooding. Anybody out there? I have my dad on hospice and I need to get him out of here. He's bedridden, he can't walk, he can hardly move, and look where the water is. So somebody please, we've called 911. It's bad over here. In front of the house, it's like a river. I mean, it's like a lake. They can't come look. We've lost our cars, everything. We've lived here for 30 years and this has never happened. So anybody, please, if you have a boat or something, I need help. I need to get my dad out of here. It's starting to smell like sewer in here.
My number one priority, my number one goal is to get in shape. Fellas, we are getting up there in age. Fellas, we are getting up there in age. And I don't want nobody to have to take care of me. I don't never want to be in a situation where I can't get out of the bed. The females are screaming and crying for help. The females, I don't care how old I make it to be, I always want to be able to do a pull-up, push-up, and dips. Pull-up, push-up, and dip. I haven't been working out like I should be. And we are living in some real serious times. We are living in the signs of the times. I don't know if this is something that's prophecies or like other brothers, we don't know if this is man-made. Nevertheless, the one thing that I do know is I don't want to find myself in a situation where I'm battling the worst elements that you can battle. Fire, water, earthquakes, and mentally, physically, because financially sometimes when the power goes out, you ain't getting to the bank. When the earth starts shaking, it swallows stuff up. So your house might get swallowed up with all your doomsday prepping. I'm realizing that now. You can prep all you want to. But just like these places where the water just came rushing in, where you think they supplies went? People can't even find their children. You think you're gonna be able to find your supplies? There will not be a town. One thing I'm starting to realize, and I want y'all to pay attention to, and please, those of y'all that support my Patreon, please support my Patreon on patreon.com, because it's going to be a lot of things that I'm going to discuss on Patreon that I cannot discuss here. $5 ain't going to hurt you. Yeah. Subscribing to my Patreon, $5 is not going to hurt you. There's things that I can't say here that I can say there. And what I'm saying to you is, bottom line to it is that when things hit the fan and it gets ugly in this world, as a man, it's our obligation and responsibility to come up with solutions and answers. And honestly speaking, There's a lot of questions that you're going to ask me and I'm not going to have the answer to, because the reality of it is, like, for example, a lot of this farmland is being bought up by the billionaires, Bill Gates. A lot of the natural forests that we would naturally retreat to, that used to be ours, before the colonizer came here and confused everything on this earth and claimed everything on this earth for himself. Some answers I can't give you. Because now that there's rivers, farmland with rivers, with waters, fresh water that's being bought and paid for. No trespassing. So when you go to drink out of those rivers that the animals naturally survive off of, everybody, listen, the animals can still drink out of those polluted waters, but you can't. The earth is being monopolized. And the crazy part about it is, as we move towards the smart cities, the rise of the smart cities, mysteriously, everywhere where the smart cities, where they want the smart cities is at, these storms are, they're making way for it. Shall we begin? Yeah, the storms. It's like the storms decided to sink in with the minds of the billionaires that want smart cities. It's sort of like when they say, you will own nothing but still be happy. You know why you're going to be happy? Because after seeing your house get flooded with water.
I have my dad on hospice and I need to get him out of here. He's bedridden. He can't walk. He can hardly move. And look where the water is. So somebody please, we've called 911. It's bad over here. In front of the house, it's like a river.
After seeing your house get flooded with water and you have nowhere to live, yeah, if you can survive these geo-metro weather manipulated storms where nobody's sounding an alarm anymore, if you can survive, you may just be eligible for a smart city place, and you will be happy to be there because there will be nothing else left for you. All of the rest of the earth is being owned and monopolized by billionaires. But nevertheless, I don't want to get off the topic. Oh no, I don't want to get off the topic. Let's stay on topic. Get right before you get left. It's time for us to get in shape. I don't care if I got to start making exercise videos where we just, nigga, I'm not in shape like I'm supposed to be. I used to be in shape. My arms used to be crazy. Big pythons. Now I'm just fat. But nevertheless, we got to get right before we get left. It's time for us to get in shape. If you got to swim, which I ain't no swimmer, and you got to save your children like that man that jumped off that boat because his daughter fell into the ocean. I don't know how that happened, but whatever. If you got to lift and carry your wife and your children on your shoulders, can you do that? A lot of us is getting older. What we used to be able to lift, we ain't been in the gym in a minute, so we don't know if we can still lift that. And then when you go to lift that and the arthritis kick in, the tendonitis kick in, yeah, it creeps up on you. It's time for us to get right. It's time for us to come up with a plan. Men. It's time for us to come up with a plan. I don't want to be the man to have no answers for my family. When it's time to evacuate, and no, I don't have the answer. Maybe we could figure it out together. There's some people listen, there's dudes out there that's coming up with all types of evacuation plans and got all the right ideas. But until you in a situation, you don't know what's going to happen. One person might be dealing with a flood. You might be dealing with a fire. Well, you got to evade the smokes or get away from the fire and the smoke, because the smoke will make you pass out and then the fire will cook you. You'll become a shish kebab. It's time for us to get right or get left. I don't want to be in a situation where my daughters, my wife is saying, please help, help, help. I got to get this washed up old man out of this bed. He's washed up and sickly, and I'm falling, and I can't get up. Men, look at yourself in the mirror. Look at your wives. Matter of fact, look at your daughters. Look at your family. You got other niggas out there that's fighting that they're gonna get up. Age ain't nothing but a number, my nigga. I know you get weaker with age, but not to the point where you can't get out of the bed. You a vegetable. You a vegetable. You a vegetable? I don't want to be a vegetable. And if you don't want to be a vegetable, write that in the comment section. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. I'm out.